This is Justin Amazon with another recap of the trades on Amazon, the moves on Amazon. Today is March 2nd, 2018, a Friday. And take a look at the open on the 5-minute of both the Friday and Thursday. We had a candle that was a bullish candle, looked like it was a bouncing candle off of the 1514 price we've been talking about, and this one off of the 1468 price we've been talking about. That was a great place to buy yesterday with a run up. And where we had left off yesterday, looked like there was a potential for Amazon to bounce a little bit further, continuing up on that trajectory. And instead, pre-market, it just went down and opened up on the place it bounced yesterday, which was pretty incredible. And then just like yesterday, the next 5-minute candle was bearish. This time it did not break the bullish candle like it did yesterday. But the next candle did, just like the next candle did yesterday. Again, very similar opens. But when we had the overall bearish move on Amazon yesterday, we had an overall bullish move on Amazon today. We had some very similar things happen. I don't have it drawn in, but you can see that there's a triangle here. And like I said, yesterday the larger triangle broke bearish. Today the smaller triangle just continued to run up into this 1468 price as resistance until this candle breaking up came right into resistance where it had sold off of the first or the second 5-minute, breaking down. A couple more bullish candles and actually broke above that high and came back down, retested, didn't quite get back down to 1468. But looking at the triangle, a bullish break, retest, would have been a great place to buy in, going bullish. I was actually watching, I think, this candle forming and saw that would have been a great place to get into, and I didn't. That was my mistake. It continued to chop up. I would have been looking for, again, the 1500 price, didn't get there. But if you're watching the candles, if you have the opportunity to do that during the day, which I have some, we came into a high wave doji that just rolled over. Similar price to the close yesterday. Yesterday's close was at 1492, and this high wave doji here, a little bit above that. So yeah, just above that, but then the breakdown from there, breaking down, started looking like it was going to roll over, came back up, didn't quite get back up here, and kind of chopped a little bit, looked like it was putting in a double top here, break down below that neckline, and I actually got in bearish on that candle, thinking that was a retest of the neckline, looking for a bearish move, and to continue back down to this 1468 or something near it. And it did the complete opposite and just continued bullish, which it had been trending to do during the day. So just got caught up in some chop in here and went the wrong direction in the close. So overall, I closed out the call that I had held on to overnight. I was disappointed to see that it lost all of its premium, or a lot of its premium, lost almost that full R, pretty much near the open, but the option price didn't do much of anything during the day. I think it made it up to a quarter at one point, but it wasn't enough to make it profitable. So overall lost on that, and then same thing with this one, that thinking that was the retest, was going to roll over, and it just continued to chop sideways for a couple more minutes, or a couple 5-minute candles, and then higher, and closing had a close right at 1521 cents on the close today. I picked the wrong direction. Looking at it now, it's much more obvious. We had this breakdown, like I just went over. We had this breakdown of the opening bullish candle, like we did yesterday, but the continuation was not there. With the retest of a price level and a breakdown, that didn't happen. It happened yesterday with the 1514, happened yesterday at the 1500, but everything today was moving bullish after the opening hour or so. This was the most bearish move of the day out of a high wave doji candle, which is a great candle to watch for a reversal. And I missed that candle coming back down in here. I did notice, let's see if I can draw this real quick. This was an interesting price level. You could draw it back into the pre-market, but mostly right here. Oh, I did a little higher. Mostly at a level here. We had the breakout above this candle, come retest back to that triangle level, came back up, rolled back down a couple candles, just a flag here, small flag, and then broke out again. That's the price area we came back to in an intraday, and then went up. A little bit of consolidation, a small retest, not quite back down to that level, and then a rally into the close. And so just looking at the locations of where things were bouncing, where things were moving, it's just a good thing to study and look at, and taking a look at how we can watch the options move with that. So this was, the option that I closed out for a loss. And then the put, I got into the 1475 put for 50 cents and closed out like at the close and saved a couple pennies there, but just went the opposite direction of what I thought I was going to do. So in trading, I'd rather be profitable than right, and that's something that I'm learning with some hard lessons here. But studying the candles, studying the moves, understanding what's going on, and learning from those losses is what we're doing. So this was Justin AMZN bringing you another video, and I look forward to a new fresh week of trading next week. Thank you.